Hey, this is Khalid Nathan Aleem, the Real Estate Bul, and welcome to my short talk on credit. Today we're going to talk about the components that make up your FICO credit score. Now there are other scores out there. A lot of us use this website called Credit Karma. If you go to Credit Karma, that's not a FICO score, okay? What Credit Karma does is it tries to replicate a FICO score, but it's not your actual FICO score. So don't take it as one. When I say FICO scores, there are a number of FICO scores. So there's FICO score 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they're all the way up to 9 or 10 or 11. And different industries use different FICO scores. So when you go in to buy a car, that car dealership is going to use one FICO score, which is going to be a different FICO score than if you go to buy a home. Okay, so let's hop into it because all of the components are the same. It doesn't matter which FICO score that you go to, the components are the same. So the first one is your payment history. Okay, what's your track record in paying those creditors? That's 35% of your credit score is the payment history. So as long as you're paying your bills on time, you should really be getting all of those 35% points. Number 2 is the amount of money that you owe. This is credit utilization. And this is one that a lot of people don't know or a lot of people don't understand. So I'll explain it in using an example, okay? So if you got a credit card and that credit card has a limit of $100, okay? The credit card has a limit of $100. If you go out and you spend $50, now your credit utilization is at 50%, okay? Is at 50%. If you go out and use that total $100, now your credit utilization is at 100%. The credit card or the credit score people or the FICO people, they really want your credit utilization or the amount that you owe under 30%. Okay, under 30%. So that's why a lot of people say, oh, well, I only have one credit card or I only have 2 credit cards and I don't know why I can't get over a 500 or a 550. Because if you only have one credit card or 2 credit cards and they have low limits, for example, you have a credit card for Macy's and it's $1,000. Once you go and you buy something for $500, now you're at 50%. Okay, as far as your credit utilization. And again, the credit score people, they want you to be under 30%. All right, the lower you can be to 0%, the better. All right, so that's what amount you owe, credit utilization. That's 30%. Okay, so if we just combine the first two, your payment history and your credit utilization, that's 65% of your score right there. Okay, so now credit utilization takes some planning, okay, because again, it's based on what your credit limits are. So if your credit limits are higher, then that's going to make your score better because what you owe is going to be lower in respect to your credit limit. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Number 3, which is only 15%, is the length of credit history. How long have you had that credit card, okay? Or how long have you had that loan? How long? Is it 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? So that's why it's good to teach the youth, teach the children about credit cards, because if they get a credit card when they're young meaning a young adult, okay, and they use it responsibly, now they have a great payment history, and also their length of credit is great also. So again, your length of credit, meaning how long you've had that credit, is 15%. Now we'll go down to credit mix, okay? What types of credits do you have? Because what is a credit score? A credit score is telling the lender, what's the chances of this person paying me back? Okay, that's in essence what a credit score is. What's the chances of this person paying me back? Is he a good risk or is he not a good risk, or he or she? All right. So number 4 is the credit mix. One type of credit is credit cards. Another type of credit is a home loan. Okay, so these are 2 different types of credit. So what's your credit mix? The more types of credit you have, the better your score will be. That's 10%. And the last 10% is new credit open. And that's hard inquiries, okay? I know a lot of people that they're real hesitant about getting their credit pulled. And this is the reason why, okay? Because yes, when you do get your credit, when you have your credit pulled, then what happens is it can go down. But it doesn't go down that drastically. Again, having your credit pulled, new credit open, it's only 10%. It's only 10%. So sometimes you're going to need somebody to pull your credit to see where you're at. Okay? Quick tip is that if you pull your own credit, it's a soft inquiry. So it doesn't get counted against you. But if somebody else pulls your credit, then that's a hard inquiry. And that's where it gets counted against you, okay? So listen, if you have any questions, you can always reach me at www.realestatebul.com. This is Khalid Aleem. I'll get at you next time. Take care.